Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. It's been quite a while since we've come together to do crafts. I think the last one I did was during the awful pandemic and when everyone was kind of stuck in their homes. So I'm very happy to be back and I hope that people are out enjoying some of this beautiful weather. Today the sun is shining and it's a lovely day. So summer's coming. We just have a little bit of maybe April to get through and then we should be good. So today the craft that we're going to be doing is a coffee filter butterfly craft. So I've made an example here that you can take a look at. I thought that it would be a nice spring craft that we could do to encourage our real butterflies to come and visit us. Now, the only thing about this craft is it may be a little bit difficult for little ones to do because there's some folding. It's not difficult, but sometimes with little hands it can be a bit hard. So mom and dad may need to help with that. All of the supplies that I got were from the dollar store, and I think that it cost for all of the supplies together maybe $11, and you could probably make 100 butterflies for that. So it's not too expensive, and probably most of the stuff you have at home. I'm just going to pause my video and I'm going to adjust the screen so that's pointing down towards where my hands are. That way you can see exactly what I'm doing the entire time. Okay? All right. Okay. So what I have here are the things that you're going to need from the dollar store or from home that will work for this craft. First of all, coffee filters, just plain, ordinary, any kind of everyday coffee filters, that works well. Pipe cleaners, those will be our body. Washable markers, they don't have to be Crayola, they can be any kind of washable markers in the colors that you like to be able to use, as well as a spray bottle with some water in it. And the reason I have these Ziploc bags is it's because it's a good surface to be able to work on because when we spray the coffee filters, the markers will kind of bleed and you don't want that obviously getting on whatever the surface is underneath that you are working on. So this is a great, these ones are, well, basically they're ginormous, but these are freezer, 5 extra large freezer bags, and all I did was just cut it so that it could make the space that I'm working in. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. This is just a coffee filter that I flattened out. Okay, so it's one of these coffee filters, and you just flatten it out like that. Okay, that is how, this is the one of the bodies. Now we are going to use 2 coffee filters, one for the upper wings and one for the lower wings. Okay, so I have actually colored one already because you want to make your own design and it may take some time. So I've colored that one. So I'm going to color one that's very similar to this one so that I have 2 coffee filters that are somewhat similar. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to color and decorate however we choose to. You can use whatever colors you want. Maybe you like the orange and the black of the monarch butterfly. I'm afraid I think that's the only kind of butterfly I know, so the only one I can call by name. I'm just going to color in exactly what I want. And it doesn't have to be super neat because what's going to happen is when we spray the water, it's actually going to make some of the colors bleed together. Now, what I would recommend too is because the bottom surface that you're working on is kind of the plastic surface, you might, when it's time to, because these are going to have to dry a little bit, when it is time to dry them, you are maybe going to want to put them on some paper towel or even some newspaper, something that will help be able to set them apart, because this plastic, it's very wet and it will take a long time for them to dry if you leave it on this plastic. Okay, so what's next? I'm going to do the purple in the middle. Some fun colors. Oh, forgot I put purples in the middles, didn't I? There we go. I'm even maybe overlapping a little bit. You don't have to make the same top wing as the same bottom. If you want to create something completely different, that is what you can do. Art is however you choose to make it. And I bet it will be beautiful. There's my yellow. And then I have blue going around. There we go. And my last little bit is my blue. And I'll just create a little blue fringe all the way around. Your fingers may get a little, you can't see it very well, but there's a little bit of marker there. That's all right though, because these are washable. So just a little bit of soap and water and you should be good. Oh, you may hear a dog bark in a second. I'm not sure. Someone has walked up beside me. This is my boy, Lloyd. Sometimes if I don't pay attention to him, he gets a little bit whiny. We'll see what he does. We may be meeting Lloyd. Okay, so we have our two sets of our top wings and our bottom wings. Okay, so pause the video if you need to finish doing your decorations. Like I had said, I had made one kind of in advance. So you can pause this video and finish your beautiful design and then hit play and we'll show you what the next step is. So I'm just going to keep going. Our next step is to spray with our water. This is where it's going to start to, the colors will bleed and it'll create some fun patterns. And I think you're going to like this. Everyone loves, well, lots of people like playing with water. So I just have a regular water bottle that I grabbed from the dollar store. And I put it on like the mist. And I just spray nice and wet. And if you put more water on, it'll bleed a little bit more. Just like that. As you can see, it's kind of started right in here. It's getting there. It's turning purple in itself. Some of the colors. Ooh, those are going to be pretty. Okay, so I'm going to pause. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these aside to dry. And I'm going to grab two other ones that I've made so I can just show you how to finish off. Okay? All right. Okay, so I've taken my patterned coffee filters and I put them somewhere else just to dry. But you can see there's still kind of a lot of water and that type of stuff here. If I put my coffee filter, this is a different one that I made, right on top of it, then that is going to get into my pattern. So I'm going to grab, sorry, get up here. I'm going to grab some paper towel. And I'm just going to wipe off my working space, just so it's dry. See, I don't want that, although that's pretty color. I don't want it going on my dried coffee filter. So I wipe off this space, make sure it's gone. There we go. Don't be alarmed if you see this door right here that I'm pointing to open up. Probably Lloyd, he's outside and he tends to smack the door open when he wants to get inside. So he may be doing that. Okay, so here are my 2 coffee filters. Okay, they're a little bit lighter in color, but still pretty. So this is where little ones may need some help folding. It's not super difficult, but sometimes it's hard for little fingers to do this. So we're going to fold it like a fan. So how you do that is, I'm going to do it so it's closer. You're going to fold it over just once, just like that. And then you're going to flip the whole thing over and just fold it like that. So, and then flip the whole thing over. So I'm going to fold towards myself, flip it over, fold away from myself. Flip it over, fold towards, flip it over, fold away. Flip it over, fold towards, fold it over, flip away. Fold it over, I should say fold towards myself. Oop. Flip it over and fold away. Over. Right to the end. And so it kind of looks like an accordion, if you can see that. Okay, but we're going to keep it nice and folded, and we're just going to set it to the side. We're going to do that with this one as well. Okay, so again, I'm flipping how I did it before. It's easier. I flip towards, and then, or sorry, I fold towards, and I flip it and fold away. Flip it, fold towards, flip it, 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 fold away, and once more, flip it, fold towards. There we go. Okay, so now we have the two accordion kind of style paper. And then we're going to put one on top of the other, like just like that. And we're going to kind of pinch that spot. Okay, now that being done, you can put that down if it's easier. We're going to grab a pipe cleaner. I think I want an orange body. If I can get it out here. There we go. So I grabbed an orange body. Okay, I'm going to fold the pipe cleaner in half. Just like that. And then I'm going to pinch it about right there. So it's not right in the middle, but there's a little tail or hoop. And I'm going to give it a twist. Like that. Okay? So you see there's all that space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our 2 pieces of paper that are together, and I'm just going to place it right inside there. Okay, so I still have that little tail and I have it folded in there. And then I'm going to take this upper part just above the paper and I'm going to twist it so it's nice in there, just like that. Okay, so if I hold it by one of its antenna, it should stay in there. Now, the only thing we have to do is, because if we open up our wings now, they're going to be sideways. It's going to look a little strange. So we're going to, because it's in there, we're just going to turn the paper. So that it's up and down. You can kind of pinch it there if you need to. And then we're just going to twist it to make sure it's nice and tight in there. Okay, so there we go. Now we have the paper, one piece of paper is on top of the other. And this is where we're going to find our wings. So if we pull it out, there's one wing. And there's our bottom wing, just like that. Then we're going to go over to the other side. Sorry, here we go. Fold it that way. We're going to fold that wing up. We're going to fold this wing, or open it up a little bit down. And there we go. And then our last our last thing that we need to do. Oh, see, there's Lloyd. He's just come in. He's like, what are you doing? I'm just going to pause for 1 second. I'm going to go close that door because he hasn't learned how to do that yet. Hang on. Okay, door's closed. And we are going to finish this craft up. What we are going to do is now we're just going to, I mean, if you like to leave the antenna that way, you can. You are welcome to. This is your piece of art. But I'm going to curl mine. Sometimes people put little beads on the tops. Oops, on the tops as well. But I don't have beads, so I'm just going to curl my antenna here. Just like that. And there we go. There's our butterfly. And here is, I'll bring in my other one. There's my other butterfly. And the other one now, the one that I was coloring before, is drying. So those are our craft today, our butterflies. So I'm going to push my screen up here. Hi. We're going to, you need, again, and there will be something to accompany that probably in the description that will have everything that you will need. But again, coffee filters, pipe cleaners, washable markers, water. If you don't have something plastic that you can put down, you can use freezer bag, just cut it open. And if you may need some paper towel. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had a blast making these with you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, then please put them in the comment section and someone from Niagara Parents will probably get back to you as soon as they possibly can. With the nicer weather coming, please be safe out there. If you're going to be riding your bikes, make sure you got your helmets on. When you're crossing the street, make sure you're just kind of watching where the traffic's going because there's lots of people out and about and enjoying this nice weather. But you take care, and if you have any suggestions or any kind of crafts that you want to do in the future that you want to see, put that in the comment section too, and I will do my bestest to try to do that for you. All right? But you take care, and thanks again for spending the time with me. Bye-bye.